You see on TV about they're telling you driving, speeding kills. Same with football. Speed kills teams. Hello, welcome. Today I'm going to be reacting to Aston Villa's 2-1 loss to Leicester. My name's Darns, Aston Villa fan. As you can see, I'm repping a top that's a couple years old, and yeah, going to be giving my reaction to today's game. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, and if you like the video, leave a like, drop a comment. Yeah, it'd be good to see what you think about how the boys are performing, how they performed today, and what you think of the last few games and your thoughts going ahead to the Leeds game next weekend. Now, yeah, let's get straight into it. Let's start with the first half, and what was a very poor start. We didn't start fast at all. I think, give credit to Leicester, they really came out the blocks fast, and I think they had a shot after 30 seconds. Now that's a key thing for us. We've got to be starting quick. I was thinking, like, we need more speed on the ball. Speed is what kills teams. You see on TV about they're telling you driving, speeding kills. Same with football. Speed kills teams, but some players seem to move very slowly into the transition and making decisions on where they want to pass. And yeah, we end up going 1-0 down, I think, just after, not long after the half an hour mark, and we didn't deserve any less than that, really. I mean, after the poor start, we did come back into it, as I said on the commentary, for about 5 minutes. We became a bit lively. Watkins made that good chance, which Leicester did just about deal with. But then what happens? There's a bit of a mix-up at the back. I think Almo, I think he's getting in, is it Konsa's way a little bit with the header, and then I think by him being so close to Konsa, he then isn't able to get out to Barnes, I think it is. And yeah, that cost us, and then we go 1-0 down, and it's like heads go down. We lose concentration again straight after, and we fold and we go 2-0 down, and then now you're fighting a battle. It's tricky from there on in. We saw the rumours that came out sort of Friday about Jack being injured, and yeah, I think some people were believing it, some weren't, but we know once it was confirmed, we know it's then difficult for us, as he's so important to the way we play. It's when you add to the fact that Cash is also injured, who's been, ever present at the back, like excellent defensively, is a key part in the way we build our attacks on the right hand side, and him and Traore have sort of developed a good connection over the 8, 9, 10 games they've played together. And yeah, I think Almo would come in and he's up against Harvey Barnes, who, man of the match. He had a good game. He's having his best season stats wise, and just as he's sort of getting used to the Premier League. And yeah, you're coming up against Leicester, who's second in the league. This is not an easy game. And for me, cool, Almo's in, but Gilbert, this is where my guy Gilbert would have come in. Last year, we saw him when we went away to Leicester last season. He ends up scoring, doesn't he? I think in the cup game. And yeah, I've seen enough of him to know he gives us way more of an attacking threat than Almo. But we know what you get with Almo. He's a safer bet. He's more reliable. He's just a steady Eddie at the back that you can kind of rely on. But tricky game for him to come into. Do I expect them to chuck in is it Kessler, the young fullback? No, probably not. You're probably still going to stick with Almo, unless something's wrong with Almo. Then they will bring in one of the youth players. Yeah, forgive me if I'm getting that wrong. There's Kane Kessler. Is he a fullback? I may be awfully wrong there, but we've got some young talented youngsters, haven't we? With evidenced by the two on the bench. The 17-year-old lad, I'm not going to attempt to pronounce his name, but I've been hearing good things about his performances for the reserve team, so that all bodes well. Sort of moving on now. So yeah, obviously, if we go back to Grealish now, today it was built up as the Grealish versus Maddison show, wasn't it? All on Sky. They've been giving it the build up, and cool. Jack weren't there today, Maddison done his thing, but today was a day for Barkley to step up. Today was a day he could have made it the Barkley versus Maddison show. Both playing in the same position. It was the chance, and yeah, Barkley's reaction when he's come off sums it up. I don't know what to make of this whole, the 5 minutes or so it took him to walk around. I think he's getting a bit of criticism of people for that, but me, I don't care what you do when you come off, really. Do the business on the pitch, because there's different ways of interpreting that. Everyone's different. I get the vibe that I don't think he's angry at being taken off. Alright, yeah, that's probably part of it. He'd rather stay on, but I think he just knows that the levels he can reach, the performances he's put, like, say, the Liverpool game we played at home, the Arsenal away, we've seen the performance he can get to, and he will know more than anyone that he's not getting nowhere near that, and yeah, he's going to be frustrated. So I don't know, that's how I take it. We saw the photos of him sitting behind the goal watching, and yeah, he's just pissed off, isn't he? He's just not happy. And everyone deals with it differently, but his performance levels, if I see him just give away the ball so cheaply every game without fail for the last 3-4 games, he just gives away possession too cheaply, and it happened today within the first 5-10 minutes, I remember. And I don't know what you do, because I think Smith's tried the approach of trying to play him into form, try and play him, but we got to win football games at the end of the day. And I don't know what's in the terms of the loan contract, but Ramsey or Sanson, or you play Grealish in the 10, something's gotta be changed, because we're sticking with guys now who are clearly not in form, and that can't be good for the likes of Al Ghazi. When he was on form, he gets dropped, and say Marvelous Nakamba, he's come in a couple games, done well, but he's dropped out the team, and it's not really too fair, is it? And I think these are the questions that Dean Smith's got to ask himself. And Traore, he's a hot and cold player, Traore, because I don't think we've seen too much from him following on from the West Brom game, I think. I don't know if that's harsh. He may have played good once or twice more, but we ain't really seen too much from him. I know that there was the 3 game spell in and around the West Brom game, and where he was looking really good, but the last couple games he just seems very, I want to say predictable, but okay, he's always on the left foot. He always seems to want to come backwards. But it happened once or twice today where he actually stick the ball, push the ball, and try to go run the line and beat his man, and it worked successfully. He's got a good change of pace, but just see it more. I want to see it more from you, instead of coming back and passing back to Almo or doing a nice spray to the left back. Like, get at your fullback, get some crosses in. That's what I want to see from Traore. And yeah, but overall on the game, I'm not going to get too down and disappointed, because Leicester are a good side. They're building a good squad. They are in a better place than us. I think I did hear another Villa podcast say in the week about how Leicester, the way they've sort of built, and yeah, you can say what they've achieved, and the squad and the manager and the philosophy of the club, that is kind of how Aston Villa should be inspiring our club to look in, say, a couple of years' time. And I think they've bang on right with that. They're a well-run club. They don't sort of spend too heavily in the transfer window. They're responsible with their spending, but when they do sell, they make profits. They sign young, talented players, actually coach and get them better. So, and you've got Vardy up top just to sort of finish and puzzle all that together. It's a good mixture. And yeah, so like I said, I'm not getting too down. We've lost today, but we beat them at their ground, so I look at it as, all right, cool, you take 3 points from Leicester. It's not a bad sort of round of games against Leicester for the season. I think last season, I can't remember, what did we do? Oh no, I can remember. Yeah, because the away game at Leicester last season was the last game before lockdown, wasn't it? Where we got absolutely battered 3 or 4 nil, and it was the same at home also. We got battered there as well. Vardy scored a hat trick. So if you look at it last season, we took 0 points. This season we take 3 points. So improvements, and we move on to Leeds and next week. And I think I had a look at the table, because obviously with Spurs losing just before us, with Wolves winning, and yeah, especially the Spurs, it's like, cool, this was like a good chance for us to win, and let's capitalise on that opportunity. Arsenal playing Man City, so Man City are winning 1-0 at the moment, and so Arsenal dropping points, and it's like, yeah, it was a good chance for us to try and build a bit of a gap, because I think now us in, oh, this is bad, I should know where we are. We're in, is it 8th or 9th? But the team above us is 4 points ahead, and yeah, obviously we would have closed that gap between them. But for me, I know we've got 15 games left, and I've kind of looked at it like, I just want to be in and around the mix of top 6 with 5 games to go. If we can be in and around the mix, then who knows what could happen. And I think there we would have done a great job. And then if we can use some of the inspiration from last season of how we turned around our fortunes with like the unlikeliness of us staying up, then yeah, who knows what can happen. So for me, we got the next 10 games. If we can get anything up and around of, say, 15 points, for me, I think we will be there or thereabouts near the top 6. Obviously more is better, but so what is that? That's 5 wins from the next 10 games, and that's not like too unrealistic, but we'll see how it goes. You never know, teams are dropping points. It's an unpredictable season, so it's hard to kind of predict it. And yeah, so I'm staying relatively upbeat. I hope you all are too. Yeah, it's never nice to lose. We had a poor performance in the first half, but to be fair to the lads, they did. It was I don't want to say a lot better, but it was better in the second half. And yeah, Ramsey looking bright when he come down. Sanson, he's looks like he's got an engine. We know he's tidy on the ball. And yeah, either of them two, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw one of them two come in. Yeah, we go against Leeds side who were unlucky to lose the other night, and we know how dangerous that they are with the home result we had. But let's try and end on a positive in that. Oh well, in that what's the positive? In that we didn't get battered. Maybe that's the positive, that it was only 2-1 and we weren't too far from actually nicking a result at the end with the Mings header. And yeah, I just want to add, because another thought I've had, it's the Konsa and Mings. I don't know, they're so big and they're so strong in the air. I do think they should be getting more goals from set pieces and corners. If I'm right, I think Konsa scored 1 goal this season. I don't think Mings has scored, which for the amount of free kicks we get with Jack and the other players that get fouls, because Traore gets fouled a bit, McGinn gets fouled quite a lot. So, and for the players we've had playing, so we've had Traore, a good set piece taker, we've had Horahan, a good set piece taker, Jack can put in good balls. For the takers that we've had, we're not getting enough goals from set pieces. So yeah, if any of the coaching staff or players are listening, work on the set pieces, please.